Hello there everyone, welcome everyone, I'm Umbras, and today we are back in Enthusia Professional Racing. Hope everyone's doing well. Welcome Ruf RGT, it is good to be here. Hopefully you're doing well. Today we are back in Enthusia Professional Racing where we have the wonderful Ruf RGT here available for us. So let's do this. Let's jump in and let's see what this beautiful 3.6 liter naturally aspirated engine can do. I got some other very high-end cars to be up against here in the Rev City Roulette, but we do have a fairly heavily modified vehicle. We got beautiful balance to the front and the rear. We got beautiful handling, very lightweight chassis that was further lightened by Ruf from Porsche, with even a roll cage as well. An upgraded 3.6 Mezger engine with the dry sump oil system. Absolutely gorgeous forged aluminum rims. This thing is a beast, and let's make sure that we absolutely treat this beast with the respect it deserves through all the corners. There we go. Absolutely amazing. Ooh, okay. We're good. We are absolutely good. Brake probably at the start here. Yeah, the next update for Picture Racer 2025 is gonna be awesome. Yeah, I saw some members of the Phantom 9, which was I think what in Street Supremacy, and then Lexus is getting added, which, hell yeah, that's pretty awesome. Bit of a shame that they already added Bloodhound, because that Lexus they're looking to add looks like a vehicle that is just absolutely perfect for him. It's a shame he went from his heavy four-doors, high-powered four-doors to going with the kind of same lightweight for a coupes that Betrayal Jackknife went with. Because honestly, I think that Lexus would have been perfect for a Bloodhound. But oh well. Maybe he had a bit of a shift in life, midlife crisis type of deal, going with some sportier options. Maybe. Yeah, Honda would be great. Getting the NSX and the S2000, especially because some of the 13 Devils had driven Hondas and everything. Dream Fiend was in the NSX, and Dark Producer was in the S2000. So it'd be great to get them back kind of in their own vehicles again, or at the very least like a modernized version. Could you imagine Dream Fiend in the newest NC generation? It's NC, I think it is. I forget. But the newest generation Acura NSX, I guess it would have been Honda NSX in Tokyo. But that one, with like the custom like livery and everything, that would be cool as hell. Like a revitalization. Because they did go from the NA1 to the NA2, from Tokyo Racer 0 to Drift 2. So it does make sense that he has changed vehicles to more modern NSXs before, so that'd be pretty cool for him to do, I think. Oh, alright, that's a little bit of a tap. That's, yeah, little bit to be tappy. Little tap. Alright, come on. Let's keep it going. Let's keep it rolling. Try to minimize the contact with the wall so we can keep leveling up this vehicle. Man, this thing is beautiful. One of my favorite generations of Porsches. And also, I love what Ruf did with this one as well. Like, this is perfectly balanced. As all things should be. Uh-oh, by the way. What is the by the way? Hopefully a good by the way. Hopefully a good by the way. 430 drawings. Hey, hell yeah! Can't wait to see it. Have you decided if you're doing the roadster or the hardtop yet? Have you decided? Have you decided that yet? Here we go. Ooh, ooh, we're getting pretty consistent lap times. Only a couple tenths off of a fastest. You know what's fun is, I am going to be doing a Porsche 1-make race. 4-track as well at Laguna Seca. I'm going to be in the Porsche Cayman GT4 in that one, so I've been learning that vehicle. Maybe the roadster version. Oh, nice. Welcome Smash Collab. Gran Turismo wants to keep adding trucks and SUVs. Honestly, having like more like kind of rally raid inspired vehicles, even if more like production version of those, that'd be pretty cool, you know? Did things like the new like Chevy Colorado ZX something something something, you know, the high performance off-road version of that, you know, Dodge Ram, the what was it, like Trail something? Yeah, those types of vehicles could be cool. Better compete with, you know, the Ford Raptor and the Toyota Tacoma that have been in the game since launch. Have a little bit of like the vehicle variation within that class. I think that could be cool. And yeah, if they want to eventually kind of add like a rally raid class with things like the Mitsubishi Pajero, you know, the Nissan Frontier rally raid truck, or the Nissan Xterra rally raid, that could work. Gotta add the wheels, colors, interior. Ooh, okay. See, let's get the body shape down and everything. Now, is yours gonna have the the central stripes as well that have been on a lot of like the F430s? Be a nice little extra detail to add. That could be a nice little something that they really make it pop and everything. All right, come on, keep it smooth through the corners. We do have one vehicle right behind us for the final lap. Yeah, the SLR McLaren. Very rapid, so we gotta be a little bit careful. We're going a little bit deep into the corners there, so we gotta be a little bit cautious. All right, through the chicane, break between the two right signs. Yeah, we're maintaining our gap, which is good. But that SLR is really up the ante. It's really getting quick on the final couple of laps. So we gotta be a little bit quicker. We gotta be a little bit quicker. Alright, back to the right. Down a gear. Ooh, gosh. Alright. Oof. Alright, let's keep it going, let's keep it going. Boom, cross the line. That is exactly what I need. Ooh, we got punted. Someone's a little bit of a sore loser. Ah, there we go, that's better. That is absolutely better. Perfect, give us a level up. This would be great, getting it even closer to level 10. And hopefully some more RS events for us for the next one. There we go, increase our ranking even further. Yes, please. I will gladly take that. Ooh, alright, we got an off-road race. That's a little bit spicy. That's a little bit spicy. Let's race at not Burger Shot, let's race in low-end steering. Got some good high performance vehicles. So we got a Corvette and again the aforementioned SLR McLaren. We haven't raced the SLR McLaren yet, have we? That I believe is in the final page of the real sports cars. So we're getting close, as we only have basically 1.5 pages left well, not 1.5, basically 1 page left of the real sports cars total. As we're almost halfway through the real sports vehicles. So this would be fun. That may be one of the final real sports cars we drive alongside the Caterham R500. So that'll be an interesting one, both of them, because they're both very quick in very different ways. The Caterham is basically featherlight and super twitchy, and the Merc is very quick in a straight line, but just a little rough around the corners. I prefer between the two. I probably prefer the Merc. It's because the Caterham is a little too twitchy for my taste. It just it wants to step out every turn, and you gotta really grab it by the horns and don't let go. All right, easy through here. There we go. There we go. Back to the left. Back to the left. Yes. Alright, good stuff. No issues, no worries. Alright, I think we're doing alright. Just gotta keep the pace up. Just gotta keep it going. Yeah, this will be a pretty easy one, unfortunately. That's a downside, is outside of the RS events with some of these very high-end vehicles, there's not a whole lot that really puts up the challenge, puts up that fight. So you gotta struggle a little bit to get the ranking points you need to maintain that 50 to open up the RS events. That's why you want to avoid going to like the really high-end vehicles too soon, because otherwise you could end up trapping yourself. Like this one, I know even if we win it, we are not gonna be getting too many ranking points. Gotta hope that the next race though allows us to race on tarmac or even on wet tarmac. I'll be fine with that. So that'd be a fun one then. There we go. 242. That's not bad. That's not bad at all. Ooh, okay. We probably should have kept it in 6th gear there. 5th gear calls that they want to step out just a little bit. I don't necessarily want that. Gosh, this thing sounds absolutely amazing though. That naturally aspirated flat 6. Just, Like, Porsche know what they're doing, and then Ruf even knew what they were doing even further with the vehicle sounds, because holy moly, they sound absolutely gorgeous. Oh, the reverberation should go through the tunnel as well. That is cool. Alright, come on, let's keep it up. There we go. Here we go. What's the however? And don't worry, you can post it all in like all one message. Usually I'm able to read it or at least get like most of the details and everything from that. Yeah, it's been absolutely pouring here. We have a coastal flash flood advisory here in Maryland, so you gotta be a little bit careful when driving. It's been storming since noon today. Very heavy rain, very heavy wet, so gotta be a little bit careful. Welcome, Reggie. Hi, it's good. I'm doing all right. A little bit tired. I'm a little bit wet from the absolutely downpour of rain today. But otherwise, I'm doing pretty all right. I'm gradually getting a lot of stuff done at work and everything like that, so I'm quite happy about that. So we will see. We will see. All right. Oh gosh. All right, back to the left. There we go. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Alright, let's keep it going. Across the line. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Beautiful. Alright, that worked perfectly. There we go. There we go. Give us the Oh, okay, our vehicle is complete. Well, that didn't take long. That didn't take long at all. So now we can switch to another vehicle. Hopefully something good. I mean, we're basically doing sports and real sports cars now, so we got a lot of good options. So let's jump in. All right, we got 3 choices. We got the GC Impreza, the Lancia Delta Integrale Evoluzione 2, and of course the RX-8 Type S. So let me pull up my handy dandy random number generator here. Let us pull up the random number generator. There we go. And let us see what vehicle we'll be driving next. If it is a 1, it'll be the Subaru. If it's a 3, it'll be the RX-8. It is a 2. Alright. So that means we are going to be driving the Lancia. Yeah. Alright, this thing is going to be, oh, absolutely gorgeous. I got three color options. We got Rosso Monza or Monza Red, Bianco White, and Lord Blue. Ooh. I'm gonna get it in red. I'm gonna get it in red. It looks really nice in red. There we go. This 1993 high performance all-wheel drive hot hatch. This is gonna be great. Going from one European beast to another. I am looking forward to that. There we go. A little bit more towards acceleration. I want to stiffen the rear just a little bit more for tarmac purposes. I'm going to lower the front and click. Why no yellow? I don't think the Evo 2 was sold in yellow. I think you're thinking about like maybe the Evo 1. But yeah, it is a little bit strange. Ooh, alright, we got some good options. We got the Winter Trom Challenge. The Delta versus the Nissan Stagia. Okay, let's do this. Let's do a rally race in this rally-inspired car. Now this 2-liter turbo inline-4, boosting around 250 horsepower, and it has the updated 16-valve head and the Garrett T3 turbo for that extra little bit of oomph. Alright, yeah, the Stagia does have a little bit more grunt off of the line though, but it is a Chungus, so we can outmaneuver it on the corners. We got the shorter wheelbase. We both got all-wheel drive, but we are more maneuverable, and we got the better suspension system. So let's make the best use of it. Yes. Oh my gosh, this thing absolutely wonderful. Got the viscous center differential as well, which uses a fluid's viscosity to essentially transfer torque between the front and the rear wheels, and it's based off of how much slip there is. If there's a lot of slip, the fluid begins to heat up and it locks. And that way, then you get more power to the rear wheels, I believe it is. Yeah, rear wheels. But then, as you don't get as much, quite as much slippage, as the slippage kind of goes down, the fluid cools down, and then you eventually kind of go back to beautiful less four-wheel drive, and more kind of like a two-wheel drive system. For better efficiency and better maneuverability. So it is a cool kind of best of both worlds. It does adjust automatically. It's not like the Subaru system where it's electronic, where you can adjust it on the steering wheel and everything like that. It is pretty much entirely based off the characteristics of the fluid within that differential. And so in low grip conditions like this, that fluid is basically causing pretty much quite a bit of a lock. And so you're getting pretty close to 50-50 front-rear torque split. But in the tarmac conditions, you get a much more variable split depending on what kind of corner you're going through, how much wheel spin you're getting and everything. The benefit, it is pretty simple. You don't got to deal with a whole bunch of electronics and everything. The downside is you do have a little bit of a delay from when you get the slippage to when it actually corrects itself with that center differential. But I mean, for an earlier four-wheel drive system, it's not bad at all. It's pretty alright. Oh boy, okay, there we go. Not bad. And I apologize. You're getting more rear-wheel, slightly more rear-wheel drive with the normally roughly around a 47-53 front-rear split. I got that backwards. I misread that. That is definitely way too early. There we go. Oh, perfect. Perfect. I gotta be a little bit careful. Gotta be just a little bit careful here. So we got a little bit more than a lap. And we want to make sure we get the level up. That we can upgrade this thing rapidly. Because, oh my gosh. I want to see what this can do. Okay, say something wrong. I'm not seeing what you would have said wrong. You have to give me a little bit more context on that one, for Chubby GT. Oh boy, alright. Nice and smooth through here. Nice. Whoa, 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 whoa. Keep it calm. Keep it cool. Beautiful. No, okay, gotcha. The hardtop version, not the convertible. I mean, it's still nice though. Both are genuinely beautiful vehicles. Like honestly, sorry about that. It's like to go in the throat. Like honestly, if you were to offer either one to me, I would be overjoyed, you know. Like a hardtop or the Roadster or the F450 convertible. Yes, please. And can I have seconds? So that's it's fine. Mistakes happen. No issues. But just out of curiosity, have you ever driven have you ever drawn an open cockpit or an open top like convertible car yet? Could be something cool to try out for like one of the next drawings, maybe. There's been plenty of open top Mustangs available, so you got your choices. If you want to head back to kind of like the Ford brand vehicles. There we go. Cross the line. Beautiful. Nice. Yeah, these things are absolutely beautiful. So looked it up as well. Not yet. Okay. So that'd be cool to have one. So looked it up. So the yellow, there was yellow Evo 2 models, but they were like very, very rare limited edition versions. And it was Giallo Ferrari, so Ferrari yellow was one of the special editions, which is pretty cool. Oh, the Italian car race. Yes, one of the few times you get to actually race on Marco Strada. Yes, please. And seconds and thirds. I love Marco Strada. Marco Strada is one of my favorite tracks. Absolutely, absolutely love that track. Mm-hmm. There we go. Oh, all right, a little bit of a tap. A little bit of a love tap. There we go. Oh my gosh, this thing, it feels so good to drive. Like honestly, like the lightweight, kind of mid-powered vehicles in this game are probably some of the best to drive. Things like your Civic Type R's, your Miatas, your Lancia Deltas, things from roughly like the 150 to 300 to 300-ish horsepower range that are, you know, fairly lightweight, fairly agile. Like those just, they feel so good to drive. Like it is just a good, nice balanced performance. Good mixture of handling, traction, power. But like not too fast for like a lot of the courses here. Like you can tell they kind of really built a lot of these courses for like those types of vehicles. Which is why honestly there's so few like actual racing cars, because the racing cars, one, there's very few like actual racing tracks for the racing cars. And two, like there's not really a whole lot about the because, you know, like there's not that much depth in the racing side of things. Honestly, I wish they would have spent that time more for like regular more road cars and everything. It's like the racing cars, yeah, they're cool, but like a lot of it feels kind of disjointed with them versus like anything else. There's a lot less depth to that. Basically, have a small group of kind of touring and GT cars, a small group of prototypes, and then a small group of rally cars, and then two kind of old school BMWs. And that's kind of it. And it's a bit unfortunate because like there could be quite a bit more. Oh yeah, there's two rally raid vehicles as well, and it just feels very not that deep. Like it feels a little bit more bare bones and everything. Come on, get it around the corner. No issues here. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Alrighty. Come on, let's keep it going. We're actually really quick here. This is even that upgraded. But we're gonna be on track to lap a couple of racers within probably 2 laps, if that. Like we are going. Oh, that's not good. That's a heavy hit into the wall. Whoopsie daisies. Alright, come on. Yeah, alright. Yeah, within probably 2-ish laps, we'll be right up there with them. Maybe less. Like, we can already see the last place car, the last place back marker. We're gonna hunt them down. They're gonna absolutely demolish them. And I'm looking forward to that. Come on. Nice and smooth through here. There we go. Alright, there's one of the Alfa Romeos. Yep, tiny little tap. Just a little bit of a love tap. Let them know, hey, we're here, we're passing you. Jeez, this thing. The Lancia Delta, absolutely gorgeous. Shame we didn't start the stream with this car though, because I could have named it Delta Force. Oh, that's such a cheesy name, Isaac. But I mean, hey, it'd be a fun stream name. Delta Force. Oh, they slow down so much for the chicane on this track. It's a bit unfortunate because otherwise AI is usually pretty competent. But it's just here where the AI do not. Like they're almost like super cautious in like the corners you have to be high commitment in order to, you know, be fast. And that just absolutely kind of kills the competitiveness here. It's a shame because I genuinely love racing this track. It's an absolute blast to drive on, an absolute blast to race on. Oh. Hey, another Lancia just ahead of us. The 037. Yes, alright, come on. Let's keep it going. Alright, I forgot you guys brake way too early for that corner. And then another one of the little Alphas. One of the little Alpha hot hatches. Hot hatch versus hot hatch. Tuck to the inside. There we go. Jeez, the AI is not exactly the best in this course. It's a shame, it's a beautiful track too. 51, 52, 53. Yeah, a little bit slow there. Alright. It is crazy just how much the Delta evolved though over its kind of lifetime. Like it is crazy. Like the original, like the Delta HF four-wheel drive from the 80s, like 1986. It only had around 165 horsepower, using the 2-liter 8-valve turbo inline 4. Eventually began upgrading it to 16-valve, upgrading the turbo and everything. And then the final one, the Evo 2 in '93, had 215 horsepower, which is crazy. Just the sheer like difference between them as well. Like it would have been cool to see. I don't know, it is cool to see like the change in the vehicles and everything. Alright. Let's do this. We've also got the wider wheel arches, the area improvements. You can see the little spoiler peeking up over the rear hatch, which is absolutely adorable. Oh, that's gonna squeeze us. Nope, okay. They gave us just a little bit of room. They gave us just the tiniest amount of room. I will gladly take that. Oop. Oh no. Alright, slight off course there. Slightly off course, but we're good, we're fine. Also, hopefully everything is good audio-wise. If I could get an audio check as well. Just someone just saying, you know, whether or not the audio is good and everything like that, I'd greatly appreciate it. Hopefully no audio glitches or anything there. OBS has been particularly difficult recently. So I want to make sure that all audio is coming in clear. There's no weird audio bugs or anything like that. It's sounding like it's supposed to. That is one thing, unfortunately, I can't really check on my side, as I'm not really able to really have that going and everything. So I gotta hear the regular game audio natively. Audio's doing great. Okay, good. Good. Thank you for Ruf RGT. I appreciate that. Ever since it started happening, like I've always been worried about that, because I've been trying to figure out what the heck's causing that, and I'm not sure. Like there hasn't been any like lag spikes. I'm not like really been like overusing the CPU or anything like that. It's just been strange. And I'm not quite sure what causes that. But if it does start to, you know, bug out or whatever, please let me know that I can kind of reset. Because a quick reset of OBS does fix that. It's just, I need to know when to reset OBS. Because I do fresh reset it before the start of every stream now as well. Just to really make sure everything's all kosher and all that stuff. And so I wanna make sure that everything there is all good. Alright, here we go. Ooh, alright. Got this green sports car right behind us. I can't quite make out what it is just yet. I have no intention of letting them get anywhere closer. Green, yeah, dark green, kind of maybe blackish. Somewhere around that line. We'll see at the start of the next sector what they are, which I believe is coming up soon. Yeah, we got another sector. There we go. Alright, it's the Aston Martin. Yeah, the kind of dark greenish, dark green grayish color. Oh, alright, you got the inside. I'm giving you just a little bit of space. Welcome, Caramel. Hope you're well. Right now, we're duking it out on the San Franciscan streets. We're in the Lancia Delta Integrale Evo 2, and the car behind us, Aston Martin, I believe it's Aston Martin Vanquish. I think so. Either that or the DB9, one of the two. I can't quite remember off the top of my head which one is in this game. But it is a close fight. Break just before the snap-on sign. There we go. There we go. One more lap to go now. Big push. Let's make it count. Let us absolutely make it count. Boom. 201. Okay. Perfect. There we go. There we go. Alright, good stuff, good stuff. Big push now. Alright. Be just a little bit cautious. But I think we're fine. Yeah, we are definitely fine. Oop. Nice and smooth through here. There we go. Keep them way behind. Minor hydrate, definitely will do that after the race. Thank you, Adachi. Ah, thanks for liking the stream as well. I appreciate it. I gotta be a little bit cautious through here. Make sure there's no issues with the car or any of the handling. We got this. How's everyone doing today, by the way? It is a very humid, very wet and rainy Thursday here in Maryland. So we're heating up the track a little bit, trying to dry ourselves off as well. Enjoying. Well, first we were in the Ruf RGT, the Porsche 996 based Ruf. But now we are in a beautiful 90s Group A rally monster, and holy moly, one of the most successful rally cars ever as well, the Lancia Delta. Just ridiculous. Everything's fine? Nice, hell yeah. Oh boy. Nice, there we go. Boop. Perfect. Yeah, that forward drive system, the upgraded suspension, and even those Brembo brakes as well, because the Delta did get some upgraded four-wheel disc brakes with the Brembo calipers, especially the Evo 2, which even had the larger 16-inch rims to fit larger braking brake rotors in it. Gosh, that is such a beautiful vehicle. I love the kind of like boxy, very wide, very very kind of planted look of the the kind of 80s and 90s Group A cars. You know, the box fender look. Oh, it is absolutely gorgeous. After the rain temperature is going to drop 50%. Yeah, it was in the mid 90s yesterday. Very, very hot. I felt it while cutting the grass and everything, because the grass desperately needed a cut to be cut. But holy moly. Yeah, it was kind of crazy. Oh, you can tell the engine's been upgraded a little bit. We've got a more aggressive blow-off valve now. It's gonna really make it sound like the rally version. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Alright, come on. Nice and smooth here. Perfect, perfect. There we go. Yeah, this is exactly what we need. Ooh. Okay, we're good. We're good. We're good. We're good. We're good. This is just the tiniest bit of spice there. We are fine. Looks like we got an Eva behind us. So two high-performance rally cars from very different eras on the green hell. Yeah, only a 5-speed. Only the 5-speed. So the top speed of this vehicle might come into question. Just a little bit. Just a little itty bitty bit. So we are 1.3 seconds ahead of the Evo. Let's see if we can't keep that distance. Come on. I mean the Nordschleifer is basically just a glorified rally stage, right? This should be fine for this vehicle. Oh gosh. That was not a good line through that corner. That was not a good line at all. Hi there. Yep, okay, you're on my inside. That's fine. I'll get back with you. I'll get back with you shortly. Don't you worry, sunshine. Don't you worry, sunshine. I'll be coming right back after you. Gosh, that line there, that line I took. Absolutely dreadful. But we can make this back. We can make this back, I think. I hope so, anyway. Alright, no mistakes here. All golden. Alright, here we go. Good, 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 good. Keep it smooth through here. Alright, we're at least keeping the Evo in sight. Although the power advantage that Evo has definitely is putting us on the back foot. We do have the lightweight and agile vehicle, but it is might not be enough in the high speed sections. Especially since we have a major high-speed section coming up here. Uh-oh. Did I lose connection? Uh-oh. The internet died. Please tell me the internet didn't die. Really? Okay, things are stabilizing now. I don't know what the hell that was. Is everything back now? That was the weirdest thing. Like, my internet just died for like a good, 30 seconds. It seems. I got the warning pretty much immediately, and it's, gosh. That was not fun. My apologies about that, chat. That's not something I could really have on my control on my end, unfortunately. That's due to my internet service provider. I think things have stabilized now. I don't know what that was. Again, it has been like majorly storming all day and everything. So yeah, it's been a little bit interesting. Gosh, 726 drop frames. That is multiple seconds of downtime there. Holy shit. Good job, Verizon. Thank you, Fios. Anyway, we're back now, and I'm keeping. I am keeping extra close eye on my internet quality now. Yeah, no more dips. Power is just weird. Like it went from the cap I have it set to 5,000 kilobits per second to literally 0 for like a good 10, 15 seconds. Like it was crazy. But things are cooling off now, so hopefully all good. Hopefully all you know, solid there. Alright, let's see. I don't think we can keep pace with the Evo, especially because we do have one last really long straight ahead of us. But I will do my damnedest to catch them back up if I can. I mean, the Group A cars are absolutely, you know, gorgeous around tracks like this, where they got good amount of downforce, good amount of power, very lightweight, very maneuverable. Whoop. Ooh, big slide there. Welcome, JB. Man, I don't mention this real almost. Nice. Make sure you upgrade the other things too, because even with that high durability, the cops will be after you. Really? Really, internet? What the hell? Why are you doing that? Hopefully it stops doing that. If it does that a couple more times, I might end the stream early just to give Horizon a piece of my mind. They've already irked me today at work, so I might genuinely let them know that something's up. Cause that is a bit ridiculous. Like, it's fine, and all of a sudden it, like... No, that's not you buffering, that's... My internet speed, oh, my bitrate just dropped like crazy. Hopefully we're fine. It stopped raining, I don't get it either. Like, I was expecting this to be, you know, a major issue, you know, earlier today when it, you know, we were getting, like, the massive, you know, gale force winds and everything like that. You know, it was raining sideways. You had, like, the coastal flooding and everything like that. It stopped raining for, like, the past, like, 3.5 hours now. Like, we should be fine. Ah, you became a clanker. You said that with a hard R too. Dang. Bruh. Alright. I think things are looking fine now. I'm like obsessively looking at the bitrate on the dashboard to the right now, just making sure everything's good. Just holy moly, it just kept. Really? Why? Huh? Why is it doing that? Well, I mean, that's what you get for picking a fight with Grok. That's what you get for picking a fight with Grok. That is worrying. I want to play Enthusia as well. This is one of my favorite games. And I don't want it to... I want it to, you know, give me... I want my internet to, you know, stay stable, please. Right now it's about as stable as the average Marylander. Ooh, alright, that's a spicy one. That's a spicy meatball. Ooh, hill climb. This will be fairly even. 2 Italian cars duking out. Let's do it. Ooh, pasta. Enjoy your pasta. Hopefully it doesn't become anti-pasta. No anti-pasta, only pro-pasta. Grok is just trying to help and be unbiased. But the critics didn't like it, so they tried. Oh. Look, you just gotta make sure you don't name yourself Will Stancil in your conversations with it. Otherwise Grok then be coming for you. Like, it is on site. Or it's like, what's that AI VTuber? Neurosama. Her and Bao the Whale. Genuinely, like, it's like, Bao does light teasing and Neura's like, nah, I'm about to end this woman's whole career. Honestly, it'd be kind of cool to see someone try to teach Neurosama how to do like racing games and everything. That'd be honestly really, really cool. That would be super cool to see. Alright, come on. Nice and smooth. Nice and smooth. No issues there. Come on, we got the forward drive. We got plenty of grip. We got lots of maneuverability. We should be fine. We should be okay, I think. I remember seeing that controversy. I think that was when Grok also kind of became unshackled and went after Will Stansel too. I remember the Will Stansel part the most because people were memeing the hell out of that one. The other side of things, I didn't quite see as much of him, but I heard in the background that Grok said some interesting things. Also, what the fuck is going on with my internet? Hello? I'm gonna call Verizon and let them know that they are genuine shit. And they should feel bad. Because what is this internet stability? I pay quite a bit for my internet because I like having good internet. I expect to have good internet, you know? If I pay for it, I expect to get it. That shouldn't be a foreign concept, but apparently it is to Verizon. Genuine, I'm just trying to stream and it's like, I can't maintain a stable connection. Yeah. No, it is interesting, like, what kind of, like, filters and everything are in place on, like, different, like, LLMs and everything like that. Stop harassing workers, like... No, like, if workers do a good job and everything like that, I got no issue. I treat them well. But, like, if I'm paying for a service, I expect good service, you know? Like, I pay... And I pay quite a bit for my internet and like all that stuff. But genuinely, when it's doing stuff like this, I'm not getting what I paid for. So yeah, I'm gonna complain a little bit. If I can have one crash out, it'll be for the things I pay for, not doing the things I pay them for. It's just no, fair enough. Fair enough. It is just, it does genuinely frustrate me. I may actually call Verizon if this keeps it up, because this should not be the case. Oh no, it rains. Sorry, no connection. Oh, you looked at the cable slightly wrong. No connection. When I robot designs the. I don't know, I like the spider eye robot designs. Those are pretty cool. Ooh, alright. Integra. It's gonna be fun. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's see if we can't take down the Integra. This will be an interesting one. So both have roughly similar power to weight ratios. So this would be an interesting one, I think. I'm now like have my eyes more glued to my bit rate in the bottom right than one big upside smile. I was gonna say, oh, that is creepy, but yeah, that could be cool. That could genuinely be pretty cool. Alright, things are fine now. Let's see if I can go the full race without it, like, fucking up on me. It was fine earlier in the stream. It's just now it decided it wants to absolutely shit the bed. And I don't know why. But it's us because they didn't have it. I mean, you used to though, and like, I know you said, like, you know, people don't treat, like, the retail and, like, customer service things with respect. And all that stuff. Which, like... Yeah, fair enough and understandable. That's why usually I kind of blame more so the system as opposed to one individual person. But even still, it becomes kind of someone's responsibility to fix it. They could be the hero or they could be the zero, and how they are treated. I guess that's not how they're treated, but how they are viewed determines on how they act. You need a clanker. For the diversity. Bro, that is a wild way to frame that. That's all I'm gonna say. Alright, so we've done 2 laps so far without any internet issues. So that is good. Can we actually complete the full race? Has the internet decided to stop dying? I was looking at Walmart in the convention center back then. I didn't give a damn. Fair enough. Fair enough, fair enough. Yeah, for me, it's more, just because I have to deal with it for quite a bit. It's the government employees. Sorry. Sticks. Yeah. It's a cool name. That's definitely a cool name. Hell yeah. Like the river Styx, or the band Styx, or the Styx. Ooh, that's a fun one. Is when you have like those as a customers, you get the you know, you get to have the fun, a little bit of fun with your boss by sending them there. Yeah, hell yeah. Alright, come on, halfway through. So far, no internet issues. That is good. No internet issues here. Good. Alright, let's keep it going. So he looks scary, but he's usually kind of like the gentle giant type of archetype. Gotcha. Anyway, let's focus on the racing. Since the internet's finally decided it wants to actually work. Thank you. It only took, 20 minutes or whatever. And let's make sure we absolutely tear up this track. Because holy cow, Marco Strata is one of my favorites. I love this. I love this track quite a bit. It is a blast to drive one, both in the wet and in the dry. And doing it in a forward drive Italian car, it just makes it even better. So I'm quite happy about that. Oh gosh. Why are we making the cars furries? Why are we making the cars furries? Boink. Alright, a little bit of understeer there. I gotta watch that. I need to get a little bit of weight over the front wheels for that corner to make it round. I have too much weight on the rears, and that's causing the understeer. There we go. Alright, up through here. Brake. Nice and smooth down. Perfect. There we go. Alright. 2 more to go. I mean, that's kind of just a trope I was referencing, looks scary, but, is otherwise just kind of pretty calm, pretty collected, all that stuff. Alright, we're solid. Heading on to the final lap soon. Let's make sure we get all the upgrade points as well, because I want to get this thing up to level 10. Because holy moly. Gosh, this thing is a beast. The 16 valve little inline 4, absolutely pushing it to the limits. I love it. There we go. All right, one more lap. We got this. We got this, chat. Oop. There we go. Back to the left. Smooth. Brake just after. There we go. Yeah, just after the 100-meter board. Yeah, that one was better. That one was so much better. And hey, the internet didn't die on the race. Good. We had 7 minutes of uninterrupted racing without the internet going kaput. I will take that as a success. Hopefully it stays that way. I can stop just, you know, constantly glancing at that and actually focus on driving. Maybe. I feel like I can actually drive now. Alrighty, next race. We got 2 more levels to go. We are absolutely leveling this up very rapidly. Ooh, we do have the Wintertron challenge. We don't normally get to do rally racing. So let's do it. Let's do it, chat. Let's do it. Most games that want to be realistic. I mean, it kind of depends on the vehicle as well, and how it's set up. Some vehicles are kind of naturally predispositioned to understeer. Others, you definitely gotta set it up right as well to get that oversteer and everything. Because road cars, they are naturally kind of tuned to understeers. Understeer is easier to control than oversteer. People are less likely to, you know, panic and cause worse issues for themselves with understeer than an oversteer. I also try to set up my vehicles to be a little bit on the spicier side as well, as I like getting that initial corner rotation and then being able to kind of power out of the corners. Oh, all right, that counts as an off track. You can't even do the jump. Big Sag. I will say that this is much faster than the early on in the stream when we were getting this on this track with the Lancia. Kind of, I guess. So like, what game specifically are you kind of talking about then? Gotta be a little bit careful. And brake here, I think. Yeah, right there. Okay, so middle of the red. Middle of the red is where we need to brake. It is so hard to gauge sometimes, especially in the very foggy, very snowy Wintertron track. Oh, I've never really played any Forza Motorsport games, so that's probably why I did not really experience that as much. Alright, here we go. Nice and smooth through here. No issues, no mistakes. Gosh, I will say, for a PS2 game though, like this track is genuinely beautiful. It's got the good flowing corners, the beautiful winter scenery. It feels nice to drive on as well, despite it being a snowy track. All-wheel drive cars feel really good here. Little bit of kind of that over-understeer where once the slide, but it doesn't want to get around the corner. It just kind of rotates without actually biting. There we go. Oh, that is too deep. That's what she said. Yeah, that is much too deep there. Yeah. I guess maybe some suspension settings may change some of that. But yeah. I don't know. I'm not really played any of the Forza Motorsport games. I've been mostly a PlayStation guy and then later on PC guy my entire life, so yeah. Well, if it's hard-coded, it's hard-coded, I guess. I don't know. Like, Gran Turismo has always felt pretty alright. 4 was a little bit understeery, but like, it's nothing you couldn't tune out of your vehicle and everything. And then the modern Gran Turismos are actually kind of a little bit on the twitchier side, which I actually like. I kind of like having the cars be a little bit more, dare I say, skittish. Maybe not completely like undrivable, but like definitely a little bit more prone to having the rear kick out. Rather have the rear kick out than have the front push in a racing sim. There we go. Alright, down to the gears. Final lap. Let's make sure it's a good one. Let's make sure we make it count. Gosh, the poor Accord Euro R. It is struggling. The front wheel drive is not doing the do. Like, I know we had a slight advantage here, but this is like almost a blowout. Speaking of understeer, that car is going to absolutely be death to drive. But I wish you the best of luck in trying to create that. Alright, come on. Keep it calm, keep it cool, keep it collected. Oh gosh. That is not cool and collected. Whoa! Alright, that was actually pretty cool. Going from zero, reversing basically, to full throttle forwards, having the wheels spin. Alright, that was pretty interesting. That was actually pretty interesting. That was pretty cool. I didn't know you could do that. Anyway, alright, let's get it, yeah, no upgrades there, unfortunately. That means if we can get a clean race next time, that'll get us at a level 10. And hey, I enjoyed that race, so it was worth it. It was worth it to me. Alright, let's see, next race. Next race. What options do we have here? The Italian car race, look at the low end steering. Massive amounts of downforce. I mean, that might work. Alright, let's do the Pacific Gateway race. This one should be pretty good. 3 laps around Pacific Gateway. For the reverse version as well. There we go. Oh, the speed. Yes, please. This thing is an absolute beast. I am liking this a lot. The acceleration, the grip. I hope not. You gotta be thinking straight sometime, right? Alright. There we go. No issues. Gosh, that engine sounds absolutely mean with the crazy amounts of turbo. The crazy amounts of the turbo blow off and everything. Just holy moly. I will say though, it is a little bit annoying. Second gear seems a little bit too short and third gear seems just a little bit too tall. Wish I could adjust them individually. But alas, that's not the case. That is not the case. Alright. Boop. Down through here. There we go. Alright, come on, nice and smooth. No issues, no issues. Big push. Yeah, we're ahead of all the other rally cars and four-wheel drive monsters. Yeah, that legacy's got nothing on us. Ooh. Ugh. How much I miss? You missed basically us upgrading the Lancia Delta Evo. Evo 2, sorry. Oh, you got that nickname. Rip. Yeah, that's a downside of calling, abbreviating credit points. Whoops. Yeah, not too much. About a maybe 30-ish minutes, 30-40 minutes. This is probably the last race for the Delta. And then we'll be on to the next car, as we are absolutely tearing through the lineup, getting every vehicle up to level 10. At this rate, we may actually be able to get every vehicle up to level 10 by the end of the year. I hope so. I'm excited for that. You know, it's a cumulation of what would essentially be a little over 3 years of work, getting every single vehicle up to level 10. The slow vehicles, the fast ones, the race cars, the classics, the minivans. So we've been doing this one for a while. This is kind of like the long runner of this series. But it's been a blast though, getting these vehicles up to their the max level and everything. It's been super cool. Gosh, this thing is absolutely evil as well. Alright, we got one more lap. Let's absolutely push it to the limits. Just a moment, so I'm in a... Ah, nice. Hopefully she's doing well. I know I'm gonna be visiting my grandmom-in-law this Saturday, so we're gonna have a big trip up there. So that is gonna be that's gonna be fun. I haven't seen her for a little bit, so it'd be good to kind of give her a nice visit. We're taking her out to a nice Italian restaurant to get dinner and everything. Dinner, lunch, somewhere around that time. $6 shrimp special. I'll pretend I know the context of that. Oh, rip. Sorry to hear that, man. Glad she's doing better though, but yeah. That's, it's never fun getting infections and everything. Yeah, it's gonna be nice. You know, she's about an hour north of us, an hour and a half north of us, so it's not a super long drive. We've just been crazy busy with work and everything like that, so we're gonna be visiting her. And it's just gonna be nice getting to see her and everything. Come on, big push. Oh, so I've not really seen much of Ultraco. I don't really know a whole lot about like that, like the meme culture surrounding that and everything. I know V1 because Ruf RGT was planning on that a little while ago, but like that is kind of outside of my pop cultural osmosis bubble. I don't know nearly as much about that as I probably should, maybe. That's probably why as well. I don't really do many first-person shooter games. I just get too motion sick. Am I now west of me? But she's that's actually really close. Nice. So yeah, it's a no-brainer then to visit her. That's awesome. All right, we got one more race for the Delta. Let's do it. Okay. Cool. I didn't know that. All right, let's make sure we absolutely bury our opponents. There we go. Uh-oh. The Subaru's on the inside of us. Alright, we got a plethora of turbo forward drive cars. So we gotta make sure we absolutely put on a good showing. Because there are some interesting rivals here. Alright, come on. Oop. There we go. Down to the gears. Oh boy. Alright, yeah, that Impreza's still got my power advantage over us. Oh, you're still alongside, aren't you? Alright, I'm clear now. Cutting back in. Come on, I need to catch that Audi. Come on, full send. Full send all the way. Alright, can I get a cutback? Yes? No. Oh, you melon. Okay. Come on. I need to get around you. Side by side through the corners. I'm quicker in the corners. Yeah, the new Umbras aren't all that great. I don't like all the plastic stuff they got on them. Looks pretty cringe. Alright, there we go. Up past the Audi. I guess without having a direct rival, they just kind of fell off a little bit. Oh, that sounds so good though. Absolutely love this car. It sounds great, it looks great, it drives great. Alright, come on. Let's put a little bit of distance between us and the Audi now. I mean, yeah, I kind of get the purpose of it and everything, but it doesn't look good. I personally don't like the look of it. Some people really like it. It's not for me. No, thank you. Alright, there we go. Good stuff. Alright, looks like the Impreza is battling the Audi now, so they'll go at each other for a little bit. So they'll slow each other down. We can extend our lead. Yeah, the CVT is also a bit of a baffling decision on that. Like, give us at least, if nothing else, like a flippy floppy paddle shifter. If you don't want to give us a manual, at least give us the paddle shifter. You know, with the dual clutch technology and everything. Why a CVT on a performance vehicle? Like that doesn't vibe. Alright, not bad. 3 seconds? Yeah, 3 seconds. The Audi is still in second place. Although that Impreza is putting up a good fight. Don't say I'm not alright. I'm used and confused and still putting up a good fight. Still putting up a good fight. Alright, there we go. Good stuff, good stuff, good stuff. No errors, no mistakes, no issues. Let's just keep it rocking. I mean, just because it was banned doesn't mean it was particularly effective. Like, they just didn't want, you know, cars that kind of drove themselves. Plus, also, the rubber band transmissions are pretty terrible reliability-wise. Especially the Nissan ones, holy moly. Those things are absolute dog water. I mean, like, I doubt it would have had the reliability to actually go, like, race distances consistently. Like, it was one of those things where, in theory, it was probably really good, but, like, in actual practice, and, yeah. Besides, you have a essentially still a reactive, admittedly a quicker reacted transmission. So while it may have been kinda quickish, there would have been still issues where it would have absolutely floundered. Like, I don't know. Probably for the best that it's out of F1. Probably for the best. I don't want any rubber band transmissions in any racing. No, thank you. I've had to. I've had to. I mean, I like the paddle shift there. It's like it's technological like advancements, but still we're requiring driver skill and everything, you know, with the proper timing and all that stuff. Plus, you get the absolutely rapid upshifts and downshifts and everything, which is great. It's like the happy middle ground where it's still within the control of the driver, but you know, it's rapid and it's super quick and everything, which I like. I like jumping gears. Yeah, I guess that is one thing you do lose, is the ability to skip gears. Yeah, gosh, that would be pain. The dual hand clutches. That's the other thing, you're operating a clutch with your hand when you launch. That'd be pain using that to. Yeah. Alright, let's see what options we got here. I think we got 3 options. Yes, we do. Alright, if it's a 1, it'll be the 4GT. If it is a 3, it'll be the Lotus Esprit. So let's pull up our handy dandy random number generator. And let us see. It is a 2. Ooh. So we're going old school. We're gonna be in the Mercedes 300 SL. Oh yeah. This is beautiful. Ooh, which one should we pick? Which one should we pick? I mean, we got the silver, the classic silver for the silver arrows. I like that pearl green color. That is beautiful. Ivory looks nice. The going. Holy moly. looks... I'm sorry, silver is just classic on it. Silver is just pure class. Black also looks good on it too. That is true. That is true. Like both of those look absolutely nice. Maybe a little bit towards acceleration. And let's lock the rear diff just a little bit. The metal goings. Yeah, oh my gosh, this is... You know what's crazy is when it was first released in the 50s, it was roughly around 7,000 to 11,000 US dollars, so roughly 70,000 to 110,000 in 2025. That is ridiculous. That is a crazy amount of money back then. But it was also one of the fastest production cars of its era, with a top speed of around 163 miles per hour. So let's do this. Alright. Let's do this. Yeah, the coupe, only about 1,400 of the coupes are built as well, so super rare. Super valuable nowadays. Absolutely storied racing history. Beautiful road car as well. Holy moly. Yeah, they knew the rich people would buy. Exactly. It is just, I mean, it is a beautiful machine. So how almost all the common cars in go hide in bare metal. True. I guess this kind of ties back to like the DeLorean as well. How that one is like the going car. At least to like most like pop culture people. Then it would be in a children's go-kart game in the future. If you told one of the engineers that, or one of the designers that, I think they might have had a mini aneurysm. Or they'd even imply that the vehicle 70 years later is that much of a whatchamacallit, you know, that much of a cultural icon. I mean, even if the DeLoreans did have the paint options, like, they were known as, like, you know, the stainless steel kind of bare metal, you know, going car. You had the Back to the Future, you had all that stuff that really kind of made, you know, the DeLorean the DeLorean. But yeah, oh my gosh, this thing is beautiful. Absolutely lovely. The 3-liter inline 6. Oh, it sounds good as well. I love that kind of classic car sound. This thing is a beast. Yeah, I'm sure the engineers working on it would have. God, they would have thought you were in some of that old school German chocolate. I mean, I don't know. Granted, I'm a big fan of their current, like the AMG GT and everything, and some of their newer vehicles look alright. Like most of their two-doors look pretty solid. The sedans are kind of eh. And I'm not the biggest fan of their hybrid or electric cars, but they still got somewhat good options. And even in the 2000s, like you had the SLK, the SLR, you know, like that type of stuff. The SL65 AMG. I personally really like that one. Like you had some pretty good options. Even post 2000. But yeah, some of them were pretty rough. But this is true. And then the SLS as well, which was almost a direct, like, successor with actual gull-wing design. The shame how the SLS is kind of overlooked in the Mercedes SL lineup. But that one, genuinely, I love the look of the SLS. It is just a very beautiful, very, very lovely machine. So I really like that one. I really like that one a lot. I gotta be a little bit careful here. Yeah, the SLS looks good, especially the SLS Black Series. Holy moly, that thing can get it. Because, please, the aero kit on that looks absolutely beautiful. Any more going, cuz? Yeah, although they are... You do have the difficulty, though, with that one, as if you roll over, in the event of a rollover, you are essentially trapped. Which is a major safety hazard. They had to literally put like little explosives in the doors to let people out of that, of the SLS, if it were to roll over. Okay, so we don't roll over. I mean, you tell that to lawmakers and everything, and all the safety people. That might be a tougher sell. Unit cutting so it doesn't have a hammer. Just hammer your way out of it. You rolled over, stop. Hammer time. Whoa, whoa. She's a super freak, it's hammer time. Alright, back to the left. Gosh, this thing is gorgeous. And it won the 1952 Le Mans. And it also won the Carrera Panamericana as well, so even this version of the SL has a very, very, very amazing racing pedigree. I mean, it was kind of funny. Its racing version was developed from the road car, which itself was developed from the W194, which was the Mercedes racing car. Oh my gosh. And it was also the first production car with direct fuel injection, which is extra nice. Just simply don't roll over. You'd be surprised how people manage to still roll over vehicles like that. Let's race at Bergenschloss now. Yeah, this will be a fun one. But yeah, this thing, it's such a nice vehicle. Even Juan Manuel Fangio had one. Oh my gosh, it is a beautiful vehicle. I'd love to see one IRL. I think this is one of the few high-performance classic cars that I've seen almost ubiquitously in, like, you know, racing games and everything, but I've not actually managed to see IRL yet. I've seen other classic Mercedes, but not this one. Oh, and this is beautiful. Taking it on, you know, this German back road. This is where it was meant to be. Here, the Nordschleife, other kind of twisty tracks like this in its home country. Imagine Samoa. Ooh, very nice. Very, very nice. Oh, that is Vortex of Danger there. Hi. You were not significantly alongside. They had every major car. Damn. Maryland's just lacking on that front then. Wasn't allowed touching. I mean, you were sitting in essentially a probably multi-million-dollar car, depending on the specifications and heritage and everything. Yeah, oftentimes exceeding $1 to $2 million. So I imagine it's quite difficult to get parts for that car. Gosh, it is beautiful though. It handles beautifully. It looks beautifully. All right, let's get this up. Let's get this upgraded. Let's get this leveled up as much as we can in the next 20 minutes anyway. Before we are ready. Okay, so I mean, even the older one though, like, it's still probably worth, you know, well over 100,000 probably. Like, you gotta understand that is super rare, very, very sought after collective vehicle. Fair. But I mean, you still need to get in touch with like the fabricators and everything like that. But yeah, it'd be expensive. It'd be very expensive. There we go. Alright, looks like it's another solid second place. First time we got beat by the Supra, this time we're being beat by the GTR. So, I mean, I'll take the silver for the silver arrows. It's still even rusty, like it's still probably worth quite a lot. Oh boy, gotta be careful here. Ah, it's just such a beauty. Absolutely love this car. Although I will say having only 4 gears is a little bit rough. Having 4 gears is just a little bit rough on a high-speed track like this. But my word, is this a blast to drive? There we go. Keep it calm, keep it cool. Ooh. Alright, gotta be careful, gotta be careful. Nice and smooth. There we go. Perfect, this should be enough to level up some more. Maybe get us some engine upgrades, hopefully. One can hope, one can hope. And they pitch up against the Geo Metro. Unfortunately, no Metro in this game. Wish it was more Geo in like different racing games. I used to have a tracker, and it was an adorable little vehicle. Absolutely loved it. Yeah, I know. Okay, we need to get a little bit higher scoring. A little bit higher scoring. So this will be a little bit tougher. Yeah. Let's do the Nürburgring race. This should be fine. We got decent grip. We should be able to handle it, I think. This one might actually be the last race of the night. So I'm starting to get a little bit of a headache. So let's do this. Let's do this well, and then we will save it in the stream. It's a final race on the Norwich Schleife. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Okay, okay, okay. Hi. You're very touchy. I mean, it was a good car, though. Like, you got the all-wheel drive system, which is great in the snow. You got the high ground clearance as well. But then, like, it was super lightweight. It was good on fuel. It just wasn't that good on the highway. Yeah, some of the Geo cars are pretty cute. That's fantastic. But yeah, no, I love the little Geos. Absolutely adorable. Absolutely adorable little beasts. Honestly, I wouldn't mind doing a restoration of a little Geo tracker. Have one for like beach trips and everything, with the soft vinyl top and everything. There's a little SUV with off-road capabilities and a soft top, so you can have the wind in your hair as well. And it had so many delicious little 90s colors. Absolutely loved it. I love swap the G. I think you would probably tear the chassis in half by doing that if you try to like launch it. And again, people would have done crazier stuff. But nah, I'd probably keep it mostly stock. Because I don't know, I really enjoyed my tracker. I enjoyed that quite a bit when I was younger. It was actually a lot of fun. I miss it. What it's saying, it'll fly the V8. I'm not too sure about that. V18 swap. Honestly, that would be pretty cool. Go with like the Civic or the Integra inline 4 swap. Oh yeah, like it was definitely like a beach car. The tracker was. It like you can tell like it was designed just for like beach trips and everything. Good on gas. You can drive it on the sand without it getting stuck. Beautiful, you know, open top action. It was just adorable, and it was, you know, perfect. I absolutely love that. Honestly, like two vehicles I really want to get in my life. And like, you know, kind of customize and everything and have fun with. It's a Geo Tracker. And then the GMC Safari van, or Chevy Astra, because both of them are pretty much the same. And I'd love to turn that into like a custom like panel van and everything. With like kind of like the almost 70s-ish styling and airbrush effects on the side of the vehicle. That would be so cool. Just because my parents used to have a GMC Safari when I was a kid, and then the Geo Tracker is always a one of my early vehicles. So I got that soft spot for it. Yeah, sports utility vehicle. Back when it actually was sporty, utilitarian, and a vehicle, and not just whatever the hell they are now. Yeah, the Astro. Some do. Like the Geo Tracker, for example, you had the locking front axle on it. Well, not the locking front axle, the locking wheel hubs. So you could go to the 2-wheel drive if you wanted to, for better fuel economy. Though granted, it was rear-wheel drive instead of front-wheel drive, but still. But there are other options for going just to two-wheel drive. Like, there are some. Front-wheel drive is a lot harder because you're already kind of going through the differential and everything. And usually if you're doing four-wheel drive, you want to send more power to the rear. Because usually four-wheel drive is, yeah. Yeah. I don't know, it'd be kind of cool to have like a custom Chevy Astra though. Be nice. With the white. I mean, fair, but still. I mean, it couldn't have been that successful since it was AMC during their malaise years. All right, come on. Get it nice and smooth through here. Now let's swap into the Astra. I mean, not a bad idea. It could be cool. See if I can't get like the iron block truck LS. Well, imagine if you swap the engine and everything with a more kind of modern, reliable engine and all that. You don't have to deal with as many of the tune-ups. Mid-engine Astra van. That might require quite a bit of fabrication I do not have the capability to do. Could be cool though. Could be genuinely cool. But anyway, come on, let's get this bread. So far this vehicle's actually been let's get this spread. But we've actually been haven't really even been challenged much by the opponents here. They've been a little bit on the slower end. We've just been pretty consistent. Ultimate sleeper van with the LS. Maybe. It's still got a lot of weight to heft around though, so you do gotta watch that. Uh-oh. Oh boy. No. Okay, there we go. Y'all have big plans with someone else's money. That's all I'm gonna say. That is all I'm gonna say. Y'all have big plans what someone else should do with their money. Alright, come on. Let's send it. Final straight. Yep, 128 maxing out there. Oh, that's actually pretty cool. Turning into like a gaming car. Oh, remember when cars used to come with like game systems installed in them and stuff like that? Some of the minivans and everything. That was so cool. I wonder if there's a way you could salvage like the console from the van and everything. If like that ever broke down. I can't imagine like you're playing that and everything and all of a sudden, oh, your saves are gone. You got it, because we gotta get a new vehicle. Like, bro, at least let us take the PS2 out, please. Welcome, Jesus Lord. I thought the title said euthanasia. Bruh. No, Enthusia. So I do apologize, you just came in right at the very end of the stream. As it is getting late, it is almost 11 p.m. and I am very tired. I am exhausted. But welcome to the stream. Oh man, I am exhausted. It has been a long day. It has been a long day at work. I need caffeine. It's too late for caffeine, but I need caffeine. Oh, okay, so you just pull them out of the comment. Nice. Easy. Wait, I'm gonna be ending this stream here. Thank you all so much for watching. I do appreciate it. If you enjoyed the stream, please make sure you like, subscribe. Let me know what I'm doing well in the comments down below. If you didn't like the stream, please let me know what I'm doing poorly so I can fix that in the future. With that being said, for some reason YouTube turned off channel ads for rip. I'll see you all in the next stream. Probably Sunday night for more Gran Turismo, I think will be the next stream. But until then, take care everybody. Bye bye.